Since we are all gearing up, possibly literally, for Christmas with astronomical ideas for gift giving or hoping for a new scope under the tree, I thought I would do a little rabbit holing on telescope collectors. Apparently, asking Google or Yahoo's AI bots who in the world currently or even historically has the largest collection of telescopes is a question that has not been asked before. I found that hard to believe as aperture envy exists everywhere. When I refined the question a bit and used Guinness World Records in the query, I received this. Sabrina Dausman from Illinois has over 1,500 Squishmallows, a world record in 2023. Obviously, AI did not understand my question, and although I love to relate unrelated things, even I couldn't make the connection between telescopes and Squishmallows. But I am persistent, if nothing else, and finally tunneled into some fun facts. The largest gathering of major telescopes is located at the Kitt Peak National Observatory in Arizona, USA. Kitt Peak is a 2,096 meter or 6,876 foot mountain whose excellent observation conditions and atmospheric clarity have attracted the construction of 24 major telescopes on its summit since 1958. Currently, there are 22 optical and 2 radio telescopes. Kitt Peak National Observatory was founded in 1958. It is home to what was the largest solar telescope in the world and many large astronomical telescopes of the late 20th century in the United States. The observatory was administered by the National Optical Astronomy Observatory, NOAO, from the early 1980s until 2019, after which it was overseen by NOIRLab. In June 2022, the Contreras Fire led to the evacuation of Kitt Peak. The fire reached the summit at 2 a.m. on Friday, June 17th. Fortunately, this photo looks worse than the actual final result. Luckily, only 4 non-scientific buildings, including a dormitory, were lost in the fire. 15 months later, in September 2023, the observatory reopened to the public. But this still wasn't really the path that I was on. Then, almost by accident, I found Ed Ting. And Ed Ting has everything. 2 months ago, he released a State of the Collection 2025 video. Who is Ed Ting? He is a well-known telescope reviewer and astrophotographer, but he wasn't always. He started out as an employee in a fast food restaurant at the minimum wage in the United States, which was at that time only $3.35 an hour. He wasn't even paid the minimum wage, he was paid $2.85 an hour. It took a long time to save up the $319 for his first telescope. And I wonder, what would a 6-inch Meade cost today? In this still, which one is he talking about? You will have to watch the video to find out and to count the telescopes. He has a Takahashi collection as well as a Maksutov collection. Ed is a very funny, dry humor guy. Here, as he heads to his next collection, he mentions how he really doesn't want any more. Really, please, no one give him any more, except for maybe the ETX 105. That one he would accept. I bet by the time I found this video, someone has already sent him an ETX 105. And I really like his living room decor. In this next still, notice the little star blast on the right, which is just like mine. He states it has been cannibalized for parts, but he feels sorry for it, so it gets to stay in the collection. The previous collection video 3 years ago had 41 scopes in it. The largest scope in this pic is actually a friend's, but the friend left it with him over 2 years ago, and so it has entered the collection. And more. And more. And I'm not telling you which scope he is talking about now. And yes, Kurt, Ed also has an astroscan. I was delighted to see it turn up near the end. My favorite line in the whole video is probably about this little scope he called cosmetically challenged. But like he said, you're not supposed to look at it, you're supposed to look through it. And more. So now, the challenge to our club members. How about a walkthrough video of each of your scope collections? Although napkins may be needed to be supplied for viewers, as there may be some drooling or crying, but it sure would be fun. And who says a connection can't be found between a squishmallow and astronomy?